Hello guys and welcome to today's video. So in today's video, what's essentially going to happen is I am going through another build video, this time for my Titan. I've always wanted to do this build and I don't know, I just haven't got the right stats on the right combination till recently, and I really wanted to put it together. This build is just a simple build, but enough rambling, let's actually get into the build. Okay, so like I said, it's centered around the Titan. I mainly just use my bottom tree, but you can always use the middle tree. It will pretty much provide the same effect. It's centered around my Ashen Wake, mainly because with the Ashen Wake, by switching my grenade to a fusion grenade and simply getting kills with it, make sure you actually have to get kills with it. Getting kills with it will generate grenade energy. I'm sure everyone has watched like the Frostbolt build, the Frostbolt kill video with the Ashen Wake. That essentially allowed him to kill like a lot of people by just chucking his grenade and nothing else. That's pretty much what Ashen Wake does in PvP. It's very good once you get your stack up. Once you get 2 kills, you can essentially just keep going while you're on middle tree. So if you're aiming to do insane damage with it, so like I'll say a higher tier activity, I'll probably recommend more middle tree, because while you're getting more roaring flames to tier 2 and tier 3, you'll do a lot more damage with that grenade damage. But for general use, I would recommend bottom tree. Bottom tree because even if you don't get kills by standing in a sunspot, you essentially get increased regen to all your abilities, which includes your grenade. But to make life a lot easier, on top of that, I'm rocking 100 plus discipline. The 100 plus recovery is just due to my pieces. It's not really something I was going for, but it worked out pretty well, having double 100 on this build. So to make sure that I essentially get my grenade as often as possible, I'm rocking my charge with light build, which includes my taking charge combined with firepower. For people that have seen my warlock grenade build video, essentially it does the same thing. Charge with light, essentially once I chuck my grenade, it pretty much consumes 1 stack of my charge with light, and it gives me like a portion of my energy back. Obviously this allows me to also use bomber or bumper, which essentially I'll do my barricade to gain some energy back. So it's a free way of gaining some energy back. But on top of the charge with light build, I'm also rocking a one-mind cell build. Using my colors SMG to create one-mind cells. I'm rocking my global reach, allowing me to extend the damage, the kills I can do with a one-mind cell. On top of that, I'm also rocking the rage of one-mind, which essentially adds an additional solar damage to my one-mind cells. So it pretty much makes it more potent. And I'm using burning cells. Burning cells pretty much creates a burst of solar damage. So by using burning cells and rage of warmind, it just allows me to essentially make my warmind cells solar damage, which means once I get kills with my warmind cell, it will also create sunspots while I am on the bottom tree sunbreaker. So that means the warmind cell will create sunspots, allowing me to stand in it, making sure my grenade comes back faster. And obviously chucking my grenade also allows it to come back faster if I get kills with it. So it's pretty much everything goes into allowing me to spam my grenade as much as physically possible. This build is insane when it comes to clearing ads as fast as possible. It's not really a build you're going to use for damage. It's a build you mainly use to kill a bunch of ads as quickly as possible. This is a build I'll use for like strikes. This is a build I'll use for like raids. So like the current guardian games that's currently going on, whenever I go into the strike, this will be the build I usually use, so that I can just kill shit as fast as possible and get from point A to point B as fast as possible, get to the end, kill the boss, and move on essentially. With this build, I'll say the main thing is probably to have an Icarus weapon, so that you can create that one myself a lot easier. Obviously, you can always swap something like Rage of the Warmind to, you can swap it to the Wrath of Rasputin, allowing you to create Warmind Cell by simply just using your abilities. So the grenade will essentially create the Warmind cells, and that does work efficiently. The Icarus just makes it a lot easier, because it means I can have Rage of the Warmind active as well, meaning my Warmind cell is more potent towards solar, making sure that I essentially get my sunspot, my pool, to regenerate both my health and my abilities. So it's a easier way of essentially doing the build. Well, like always with my build video, I'm going to show you guys just a test, just going into a lot sector and actually showing you how it works. I hope people do actually try this out. It's a pretty fun build, and I do recommend it, especially if you have an Ashen Wake lying around, because I don't use my Ashen Wake that much. So like being able to actually put this together, I pretty enjoy it. So as always, thank you guys, and I shall see you guys in the next one.
No Tabasco, but I'm so stuffed, that's a fact, yo. And if you think I'm frontin', you can run it back, yo. Go on, run it back. You know that I run it.